Muses, hi, welcome back to my channel and here for another Oracle deck review. But if this is your first time finding my channel, hi, hello, and welcome. My name is Tyler, also known as T-Mann Tarot, across the interwebs, your favorite tarot, oracle, metaphysical deck professional here on YouTube and all across all the other social medias. Today, I am so excited because we are going to be diving into the world of the Morbid Mirror Oracle by Soni or Soni Graves. I apologize if I butchered your first name. Published by US Games. US Games, thank you so much for sending me this deck for review. I instantly was drawn, as you can see, to the shininess, but before we dive any further into today's unboxing here, please make sure that you subscribe, leave a comment, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss one of my videos. Now, friends, let's switch up our camera angles and dive on into it, shall we, friends? Now that our angles have changed, this is the Morbid Mirror Oracle by Soni or Soni Graves, published by US Games. Again, you could, like, this holographic, and it is everywhere. So, this is what kind of prompted me to request a sample of this deck to try to play with. It is cutesy kind of death, if that makes sense. It's not overly macabre. It talks about death and kind of morbid topics in a serious yet kind of whimsical, fun way. This is a great option if you're looking to dive more into that spookiness or kind of, sorry friends, New York City, we got sirens going on. So, my apologies there. So yeah, it is the Morbid Mirror Oracle. Draws back the veil between earthly life and the eternal hereafter, inviting us to reflect on our fleeting and gorgeous existence. Soni Graves created this unique deck with equal parts wisdom and whimsy to guide us through a fearless exploration of death rituals, beliefs, and experiences. We discover that death has important lessons to teach us about living authentically and embracing the joy and the beauty of life. Included a 77 card oracle deck with iridescent edges and accents. It's pretty much all iridescent. The illustrated 204-page guidebook represents insight, messages for spiritual growth, and self-reflection with several ways to read the cards. This isn't your typical oracle deck. It is an oracle. It is a yes, no, maybe system, and it also is an angel number system. And if you want to know more about each one and what those systems are, let me know and I'll do a deep dive video. So just let me know if you want to see that in the comments below. Here's the guidebook. The spot is even on the guidebook. So this is a beautiful deck. Look at how much like thought has gone into this like breakdown of it. The cards are broken down into 11 sections here. And they're not necessarily noted on the cards, right? There's no, sometimes we see when they're broken it by sections, you'll see like a color palette or different symbols. That's not done here. But we have near-death experiences, celebrating death, end-of-life lessons and regrets, good morning, dealing with loss and grief, the power of mortality, in nature we trust, ancestors and lineage, the darkness, ceremony stroll, lore, myth, and religion, the unexpected. So kind of goes into all of that. The introduction here. So why the Morbid Mirror Oracle? By definition, morbid, characterized by disturbing, unusual, or unpleasant subjects, especially death and disease. Mirror, any reflective surface that shows your reflection clearly. Oracle, any entity that offers advice or insight, though to have come directly from divine source. Thought to have come from divine source. So, this guidebook is a compilation of death-related or morbid topics, many with spiritual messages. Each card offers us wisdom in the form of advice. Turning these concepts into interactive card oracles allows me to share my insights creatively so that others who are morbidly inclined can also find wisdom, inspiration, lessons, and practical advice within these musings. Talks about how to use the deck, additional meanings found in the back, yes, no, action, and spiritual number definition. And then it goes into all of these beautiful descriptions. You have a description and then advice and then some writing prompts here in the bottom of it. So it is a chunky guidebook and well thought out and well kind of detailed here. Before we get into the cards, gonna go back to the box. Love the little thumb cutout, so that way, where am I here? There we go. That way you can easily open the box. Nothing fancy about the inside of the box. Great traveling case or carrying case or storing case if you would like for these. I'm going to quickly grab here. So this is Ari Weisner's Find Your Own Way Oracle. This, yes, it is a Hay House publication, but just for some size comparison, right? The Morbid Mirror is a little bit bigger than the standard kind of oracle card size, but it is the same width. This cardstock is not as thick, but I think because there are 78 cards, it definitely helps with them being on the little bit of the thinner side. Leads to upright and inversions if that is what you do with oracle cards, even though it might not necessarily be practical for oracle cards. You can see I'm barely holding on to these and they are very slippery here. This fits my kind of preference for oracle cards. Preparation for the afterlife, a phrase, and then what to kind of expect. When it comes to luck, you make your own luck. When it comes to luck, you make your own. Luck is preparation meeting opportunity, right? I love an oracle deck that kind of either spells it out completely and I can intuitively get the information and I don't have to go digging in the guidebook, or it gives it to me on the card. Death's head, R.I.P. Here lieth my fears and insecurities. Everybody dies, but not everyone lives. We are here to feel infinite in a finite body. Infinity? Dark energy and dark matter, the most profound things in life, are often unseen. And so it really gets to the point, and these images are beautiful. We are family. Family are those who make you feel like you are home, and kind of talking about the heartbeat of the situation. So we talked about briefly, you might notice that there are some different symbols at the top of the card and each one is numbered. Each different symbol correlates to a magic 8 ball message. And then the number corresponds to an angel number. So you can use this for yes, no, maybe, if you just want to use the symbol and the guidebook, or even just the angel number here folded into that practice. Power of transformation. So there is, right, the cute little skeleton. It's not overly autumn. It's not overly winter, not autumn or Halloween. It is, I think, very kind of multi-seasonal, if you will, but it comes out perfectly in time for the spooky season if you are looking to get a copy of it for spooky season. Let's give this a shuffle here. All right, we were talking about cardstock quality and shuffling. Thin cardstock, which is great, has a lovely little snap. Trying to do the bridge shuffling, if you have small hands, this might be a little bit of a challenge. Even distribution, but still a little bit of a chunky shuffle here. Side shuffle is a lot smoother in my opinion. So that's probably how these will be shuffled. And let's see. Sorry, I had some technical difficulties, so I'm a little bit frazzled. But let's just do a quick little one card pull to see what is the happening. Finding meaning in suffering. Often it is loss that teaches us about the worth of things and the true meaning of life. Love that the heart is being stitched together. Very much Three of Swords energy here. Gonna just see if I can bring y'all in real quick here. Go back. There we go. And then, so we have this little envelope here. The yes, no meaning for that is without a doubt. The take action message here is write down all your accomplishments and all of the hard things you have overcome. Give yourself the credit you deserve. And the angel number is 27. And it says inner strength and staying positive. So all elements here to show you that finding meaning in suffering has the ability to move us forward, is a positive thing, even though it might hurt, but leads us to the opportunity of strength, growth, and continued progression to move ourselves forward here. So that is the Morbid Mirror Oracle. A closer inspection of the cards is coming up right now, friends.